Hey guys, and welcome to game number 34 out of 100 of my Human vs. AI series, where I'm taking on the AI-powered Scrabblebot Best Spot in a 100-game match. We're currently 15 and 18 after a very stressful but exciting win in game 33, so be sure to check that one out if you haven't already. And here we are starting off game 34 with the Z and a pretty good rack, close to a bunch of 8s like Notarize or Romanize. But we're going first, so that's not an option. Probably Zone is going to be best here. It scores 48 points. Not really any reason not to consider a play that doesn't double the Z, and I'm not even actually sure what else there is. I guess there's Zoner, but AI is a much worse leave than IR. Less balanced, and I don't think there's anything that saves the E. So, alright, Zone it is. Pretty good draw. I have Catbird. Don't think it's going to play, at least as it currently stands, but hopefully that changes. It's a little bit tough to play 7s ending with, or starting with a C sometimes, just because there are no 2 other words with a C. So sometimes it's a little tricky, and I don't think that helps us, unfortunately. Dang. Catbirded. If only that were good, but it's not. Yes, CED is not good. It's too bad. It would have been cool to play Catbird, but not meant to be. So, have anything to this Z, like Blitz almost works. Capiz doesn't quite work. Don't see it. Have Cohabit, that's actually not bad. 28 points, it keeps RD, which is a solid leave. Close to Cohabited or Cohabiter. Yeah, I think this is fine. I mean, I don't think I can score that many points elsewhere. And it does open a little bit, which, all else being equal, would I rather not open that much? Yeah. Like, I have a little bit of a lead, but it's also super early, and I don't have that much of a lead. My other plays are just so much weaker, too. Like, I just don't have really anything that's particularly exciting here. So, alright, Cohabit it is. Okay. Again, not like a great draw, but definitely not a terrible draw. I don't think I have any bingos. Almost like 4-dated or floriated. Yeah, I've been close to a bunch of 9s, but unfortunately being close to a 9 and having a 9 are not the same thing. Meow comes down quickly, so Best Spot probably had a lot of vowels. And alright, so obviously the U is the first spot I'm drawn to. I'm not sure what I really have there. I mean, I have Auditor keeping an F for 24, which is mediocre at best. Faitour, F-A-I-T-O-U-R, does not fit. Fraud? IoT is, I mean, it's just not that good a leave. It's not, but it's really not particularly good. Tofu is probably a better play, to be honest, just because it's 6 fewer points, but AIDR is a lot better balanced. So Tofu isn't terrible. I guess I could also play Draft. 37, that's a lot. I mean, that's got to be better than Fraud. It's 10 more points. And yeah, keeping the T wouldn't be bad, but for 10 points, that's better. I guess there's also Daft if I... Whoops, sorry, not that way. Not there either. Can't get my cursor in the right position. There we go. Daft over here for 35, which is 2 fewer than Draft, but it keeps the R, which gives me a little bit of balance. At least gives me 1 consonant to offset my my vowels. I guess for that matter, I could also play Aft. Keep 2 consonants. Maybe that's the best play. Yeah, after Draft, I feel like IORD is probably 6 points better than IO. I mean, it's so much better balance. Yeah, I feel like for just 6 points. It also sets up the R for Rami pretty nicely, R-A-M-I for potential bingos, and it still blocks the U. Not really too worried about plays starting with the U. It's not all that easy to start a bingo with a U. I mean, it's not that hard with on, but mostly I'm just concerned about blocking triples, disaster scenarios, which Aft, of course, does just as effectively as a play through the U, and that's important to keep in mind, too. It's like often I see, you know, players, if they say, oh, the U's open, I have to play through the U to block the U. That's not true, right? Like, you can block a line without using that line, like we're seeing here, or at least the most dangerous aspect of the line. So it's important to keep that in mind, that sometimes the best way to block something is not to necessarily use that thing. And yeah, I think I'm going to go with aft. Like I said, I just prefer keeping a little bit more of a balanced lead, even at the cost of a couple points. So, after this. Well, that worked out. I have courting. Again, I don't know if it's going to play. Keep drawing these unplayable bingos, unfortunately. Catbird and now courting. Here's a pattern. Unplayable bingos that start with a C. What did I say? They can be tough to play. So, just going to, again, kind of have to wait and see if the bot gives us a place. Doctoring through this TO if Cohabit weren't there and the TO were at least another place down, but yeah, as it stands, I don't think I have anything through this ED, through the AE or anything, so that's not going to help us. So another bingo without a place to play. Oh well. And oh, I almost, you know what I almost have? Co-admiring is a 10. I just saw that. Oh man, that would have been sick. Like if there was a space between the A and the MI, I would have co-admiring as a 10. That would have been amazing. Dang. Alright, well, don't have all day to dwell on almost halves. So let's move on and focus on what we do have and make the most of it, which isn't that easy to do. I don't have a lot of good plays here. Probably Ungird. I mean, I just don't think keeping ING together is that useless. Like, I mean, what am I going to do? Play Courted? Keeping ING? It's just, whoops. That's why the O wasn't thinking. I accidentally typed the first. Yeah, Courted keeping ING. I mean, it's 13 points, and there just isn't anywhere to play an ING 7 on this board anyway. That's the problem. Like, it's just not worth it, I don't think, over playing Ungird. I score 11 more points. I mean, CO is not a terrible leave by any means. So yeah, I feel like this has to be better. Turn over an extra tile for the blanks or an S or something better. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with Ungird. I feel like the points are more important. On this board, the points and keeping at least a somewhat reasonable leave is more important than trying to keep the best bingo leave possible, because this board is just not very good for bingoing. So Ungird it is. Okay, we get a couple of S's. Give me an I for Systolic. Thank you. I mean, I wish that I got the I without the bot bingoing, but I will take it. I guess an O would have given me Cytosols also, now that I see it. CYTOSOLS. But wasn't available. I'd like to think if there was an O, I would have maybe paused for a second and seen it. Maybe got a little too excited there. It's always good to, you know, just take a minute, even if you see something you're pretty sure is the best play. Just make sure that your opponent didn't give you something else. So I always say that, and I didn't really heed my own advice there. I don't think, since there was no O, I don't think it cost me, but I should have probably been a little bit more methodical there. And Judos comes down, so we have 40-point lead or so. Caught feels like it's got to be the right play. I mean, scores, ditches the Q, for the most part blocks the super dangerous Parry Iris hook. Yeah, I mean, this leave is not great, but definitely could be worse. As long as I don't draw another I, it's probably not going to be that bad. Like, if I can draw another consonant and something that's not an I, this is certainly reasonable. I could even bingo if I get a good draw, so yeah, caught it is. Let's see, Miss Right doesn't work, unfortunately. Almost works with that S. Don't think there's anything else. I'm up 70-ish, so still in pretty good shape. Still 2 blanks and 2 S's left, though, so very much not out of the woods and by any stretch of the imagination here. A lot can still happen this game. Yeah, 2 blanks, 2 S's, an X. A lot of firepower unseen. 20 vowels, 22 consonants, pretty well-balanced pool. Yeah, a lot of danger lurking there. And there's plenty of places to go. There's next to Ungird, there's under the T in Cot, there's the S and the T in Systolic, there's maybe even the J-O plays next to Judo, so Pixie, okay. It's 38 points. Yeah, my lead is not particularly large. I have resit. It's a decent number of points. 35. IMW, though. Yuck. Terrible leave. So yeah, probably just... probably just Weir is better. I mean, It's 11 fewer points, which is a lot, but I mean, this time is actually a very strong leave, whereas IMW is just dreadful. So that's got to be better. I guess I could also just play sit instead of resit to keep the ER together, which definitely helps this leave, but that W is just really not good. Really love to get rid of it. So yeah, I'm leaning towards Weir right now. I mean, I don't necessarily have to block this spot, like especially with the X gun. There aren't any huge scoring plays there. I guess you could have Weak for like 50, but could consider, I guess, Wimped. At that point, Weir seems better though. Like this is a slightly more bingo-prone leave, but Time versus Tire, like Time is a perfectly fine leave, and scoring 6 more on the bottom and blocking that spot, I think that's got to be better. I don't really have much under this T. It's actually not that scary a spot. It's harder than you'd think to start with a vowel. And again, I mean, without a bingo there and no power tiles, it's just not that easy for a huge play to be made. So, yeah, not too concerned about that spot. I think Weir is fine. Like I said, I don't want to play Resit and I don't want to keep IMW. That just could really leave me in a bad spot. So this seems like the best compromise. Yeah, I hope I'm not missing something, but I don't think so. Not a great draw. Too many E's. But I can at least play maybe LMI or something here. 30 points. If that stays open. I have anything through this S? Like ESI? Probably not. I need like Deci or something. I don't have anything through this R as far as I can tell either. So, yeah, probably just kind of waiting and seeing what the bot comes up with. But there's a lot to... Yeah, okay, I mean, I was going to say, there's a lot to worry about here. There's 2 blanks left. There's still now a blank and 2 more S's. The bot takes a small lead. I feel like LMI, I mean, it's not a great play to make, honestly, because it gives back a lot. This is a very scary spot. H, W, Y unseen for this triple letter score right here. Yeah, this is a very, very scary spot, to be honest. So what are my other options, though? I mean, almost Melilite, M-E-L-I-L-I-T-E. That would be very nice to get down if I had an I instead of one of my E's. But no such luck. I mean, I don't necessarily have to use this spot, but like, how am I scoring points other than with LMI? I mean, I don't want to play this. I mean, this is also risky. And I'm not going to do this. Like, I'm down. I can't be making plays like that. I mean, look, at least it's 30 points. If the bot can't hurt me too bad there, then I don't know. I think I have to do this. Like, I'm down. There's a bunch of good stuff in the pool. I need to turn over tiles. I need points. I need to sort of hope either the bot got a bad draw or the bot hits me there and I draw a bingo on the left to counter it. I think I got to do this, though. Like, I have to accept that I'm not in a good position at all right now, having this rack, and with the bot bingoing and drawing 7 into that pool, it's definitely on average going to have a better rack than me, so I need to take some chances. Yeah, alright. I mean, I got an S, but I do not want all 1-pointers here. It's going to make it very hard to score anything. Maybe somehow I'll get an H for Tea House, but probably not. Yeah, I mean, honestly, that was not that bad. 33 could have easily been hokey for like 60. I'm not down all that much. I'm down 19 points. It's not a ton. The problem is I can't score because I have all 1-pointers. Pool is a little constant heavy. A lot of ends, which actually bodes pretty well for me. Definitely not a lot of bingo places. There's this S in systolic for something ending in like ES or ATES. It's pretty usable. I mean, do I have anything with XU? Not really, right? Thinking like ESU, ASU, TSU even? No, I don't think I can do anything there, unfortunately. Yeah, I can't score points. If I can't score points, it almost feels like I'm forced to try to bingo, which I don't really want to do, but I mean, yeah, like how do I even play off EAU or something reasonable? It's really not easy. Yeah, this is actually a deceptively bad position here. Like, I don't see any good options at all. Wow. Yeah, I didn't realize how difficult this rack was going to be to work with at first. Dang it. I mean, I don't think I want to just play like Joe, especially with the Y on scene too for Joey. Maybe I just play off like EU somewhere and try to draw something through this S. I mean, the pool is somewhat constant heavy, so keeping 3 vowels and 2 constants isn't the worst. I don't know if I really want to play Je and block that line. LEU for 6? I mean, that just seems horrible. I also would kind of like to turn over a few more tiles to try to draw the blank or some scoring tiles if I don't bingo. Like, I might not have to bingo to win. It's like I'm down that much. I'm down 19 points. It just feels like a lot because I can't score more than like 10 here. Oh my gosh, I just feel like I'm missing something, but I don't know what. Is Jute a crazy play? Like, this is not that bad a leave given the pool is slightly consonant heavy. I mean, the problem is there is another S on the scene. There's a blank, but it's probably not going to use the blank unless it's bingoing. I don't know. I feel like then it probably just plays through this E and shuts the board down too easily. It doesn't seem great. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Jute. I just can't play EAU anywhere, can I? I mean, I can play it for like 4, but that just looks... I mean... It might be better than LEU for 6. I don't even know. I can't believe I'm going to play EAU for 4. That does not feel right. There's no way that's the best play. Or how about maybe Rue, actually? Yeah, that's 10. Yeah, I mean, I hate it, but like, what else? How about maybe, no, like, I don't want to play auto, because then that just gives back too many big plays here. I'm pretty sure, especially with a Y unseen and the K. Yeah, no, I can't do that. I'm just asking for a 50-point play that almost ends the game on the spot. Ugh, very frustrating turn. There's also AE, 15. It's a few more points. Keeps the U instead of an A. 5 points are helpful though, because it is still a pretty close game, and this is the last U, so it's not the craziest thing. But the A is not so much better for bingoing that I think at that point I probably should just play Rue. I don't know. I'm down to 5 minutes. I probably should stop thinking on this turn. I've spent probably already 4 minutes here, so let's just do something. Hope for the best. That was not great. I mean, I got the other S though, which is something. But more duplicates is not really what I wanted. You know, the problem is the bot is probably just going to outscore me. Like, I think I'm going to have to bingo one way or another at this point. Like, I've sort of committed myself to that path, which I wasn't thrilled about, but I just kind of felt I had to. Yeah. Makes sense. Blocking a little bit. So... Again, I just have all 1-pointers. I can't score. Tau? No, that's too easy to block. I mean, sets up the S's. Could potentially be annoying to block depending on what the bot has. I don't think it's crazy. It also sets up that T. Yeah, it seems reasonable. I mean... Keeps a really good leave. It's not that easy to block, I don't think. I mean, I guess they could play like a 4 on top of it, but it might not have one. It's not the easiest. And if it plays a 3, then I should still have the S. Like, yeah, I think this is actually fine. It could be a little bit tricky to block, and I've got to try something. Like, I don't think I'm outscoring them. Maybe if I draw the blank, I can. I don't know. Let's see. Avenses. A-V-E-N-S-E-S. Very weird looking 7, but it's there. If it somehow stays open, which I mean, not that optimistic. Ah, dang it. Yeah, well now, I mean, do I have some chance if I draw the blank, maybe? Like, if I play that and I draw the... I mean, where am I even bingoing? That's the problem, though. Like, I don't even know if I have anything through this A. Yeah, and even if I did, like, there's no space on the right, especially with this V here. I don't have an underlap. Yeah, I think I'm kind of lost here. This was a frustrating game at the end. Like, I was so I just kept being so close to stuff and never getting it going. Yeah, unfortunately, there's just no time to play, like, Veto. I mean, Veto could actually be a little annoying if I draw the blank, because he can't really use the V. So I could maybe slow play, but, I mean, the bot's going to score enough. Like, I just don't have enough scoring tiles to cause damage. I'm down 40 here. Or 39, nearly 40. Yeah, I don't know, guys. I don't think I can win. I mean, like I said, if I there's no point in fishing if there's nothing to fish for on this board. The board is either blocked off or exhausted. There's just nowhere to bingo. Yeah, I think I just lose, unfortunately. It's a shame, but I mean, I'm at a loss for. I can't try to draw like vendettas or something crazy through this D and this A. Yeah, there's only one in the bag. There's just nothing. There's nothing to fish for, unfortunately. I think this is a lost cause. So I guess I'll just try to do something that gives me a good chance at going out. I mean, yeah. I don't know what else there's to do. I don't want to play Veto, because unless it doesn't have the blank, it's going to have Hive or Kiva or some high-scoring play there. So, alright, maybe evens. That's a little Val heavy on the leave. 7 somewhere? Maybe, I mean, it's not that easy to even go out in 2 on this board, to be honest. But I feel like that's gotta be my best plan. How about Vina? Keeps ESS. This should go out, probably. Scores pretty well. Yeah, let's do that. Try the H. So, probably can go out somewhere, right? She's... Maybe I can't. Maybe I should have played Venus through this E. Might have been more likely to go out after that. Huh. I don't know. I mean, either way, I'm not going to win, so it doesn't matter too much. I have Shays. S-H-E-A-S. Yeah, I might not have another out, actually. Huh. Interesting. I mean, either way, it should not be all that hard for the bot to win this with the blank in hand. Don't think there's a bingo. Almost Monokini. M-O-N-O-K-I-N-I. Oh, so it just lets me go out. Okay, interesting. Doesn't block Shays. Maybe I had another out. Huh. I wonder if I had another out that I didn't see immediately. Because I feel like it would want to block my out if I had multiple, if I only had one. But like I said, maybe I had another one that I didn't. Oh, I had shoes and peds. That's what it was. Okay, I had shoes and peds. Got it. Fair enough. So, alright, yeah, Shays looks like my only... I mean, is it better to slow play, actually? Can the bot go out? Yeah, the bot can go out with in. Play it with Han. So, yeah, I don't think it's worth slow playing and trying to block it. Let's just go out. Yeah, tough loss. 371, 389, 18-point loss. Pretty close game. Yeah, just a frustrating game. Like, I kept feeling like I was close to stuff and either got blocked or it just wasn't quite there. I don't know. I honestly feel like I made any pivotal mistakes, but let's see. Oh, Zaire. I didn't come up with that. Maybe a little better, actually, because it doesn't put the vowel next to the double letter. I mean, IR and NO are probably about comparable as leaves, but Zaire seems a little bit better positionally, not to put the A next to the double letter. Yeah, I don't know why. I historically have sometimes a hard time seeing Zaire when it's on my rack. Just a tough word for me to see. I don't know why, but yeah, Zanier. I don't think I would like that. Just rather to keep one vowel and one consonant for only the 2 points. So, yeah, I mean, probably a slight mistake here. Just kind of sloppy that I didn't see Zaire. Cohabit looks good. Bardic is a reasonable play too. 6 that doesn't take an S, but Cohabit just seems better. I mean, both plays open a lot, and 7 more points keeps DR, which is a nice leave. Leaves Daft slightly more on static. Maybe, yeah. I mean, maybe it's not worth 4 points to keep the D. It's possible. I just wanted a little bit more balance. IOR definitely has a bit more potential. If I draw another I especially, and another O, it has some potential to really turn ugly. And DIOR just feels like it has less potential, and I prefer to try to avoid those disastrous scenarios if I can. So I'm fine with Aft. Yeah, Ungird looks fine. I saw Grid here, but that gives back Gride, which I really don't want to do. Grind, I guess, is playable, but Ungird is 4 more points, so and gives back Bless. So really no reason not to do that. He bingos with Periira. I get down to Stalik, then Judos. All looks pretty clear. Ka, yeah, it's got to be better than Mightiest, for sure. Pixie, yeah, Weir seems right. I saw Resit, and again, it's 11 more points, but IMW is just hideous. EIMT is a pretty solid leave. And yeah, this turn really was tough. I mean, I hated making this play because of the spot that he gave back that the bot ended up using. But, I mean, Elite still gives back that spot and scores 6 less. This gives back the spot. Yeah, there just aren't a lot of other options. Like, I kind of have to play this. And honestly, this was not that bad case of scenario. And this turn, I mean, I tanked for what I think. I took 4.5 minutes here. Like, I just feel like there had to be something better. I mean, I saw this. I saw all of these plays. This looks pretty bad. I don't know. I mean, maybe I do want the extra 5 points at the cost of keeping the U. The A is, I mean, there are 2 A's left and no U's, but the A is just so much better overall for bingoing. I don't know. Tough turn. I'm honestly not sure. I don't think this is bad, per se. Then, wow, interesting play of Awe. Keeping 5 consonants. Yeah. I guess the pool is somewhat vowel heavy, and with the Y at least, the bot wasn't that concerned about consonant overload and just really wanted to block this T at all costs. Interesting. Very interesting play, instead of like Yaw or Lanley, which look a lot more standard. But yeah, I mean, ooh, that's a cool play. Sending up Toped. Now, there is an R for roped and an H for hoped. The H was pretty tough to end a word in. There's only one R. This is probably a gamble worth taking. That seems a little bit more annoying to deal with potentially than what I did is. Because here, like we saw, the bot can play like through this O and maybe play a 4 above and block effectively. Oh, yeah, if the bot doesn't have the R, this could be annoying. Potentially. That's a very clever play. And it's best on static. Yeah, I mean, obviously this is a good leave. Now, it's harder to end a bingo in a T than it is in an S, right? And Jado sets up a line for bingo ending in an S. So there's that. But especially with a blank scene, there's plenty of stuff I could get. And, I mean, there's also recursion, right? If it stays open now, it might stay open again. I could fish again and maybe hit something next turn. So, yeah, probably this would have been a little bit better. With the bot having the R, it would have been able to block anyway. So I was probably in a decent amount of trouble regardless. And yeah, Ringo was a really nice play. Also, leaving just 1 in the bag, so I really don't have any way to fish. And yeah, I mean, there's just nothing to be done here, right? Like, I can't score more than this. I'm never going to outscore the bot without bingoing. And there's just nowhere to bingo. And with playing off 1 tile, there's nowhere to fish in a way that opens up a line. So there's just nothing to do other than cut spread, which is what I did. And then go out. So, yeah, I mean, honestly, a pretty well-played game. Zone A probably was a little sloppy. I think Zaire would have been a tiny bit better, but, yeah, I mean, Jado probably should have been oaf. Overall, nothing major, though, just, yeah, tough game. It was a good game, though. It was a very good game, you know, pretty close the whole way. Just, after Shriveled, I tried to come back, but the bot just had more scoring tiles and outscored me, and I couldn't hit a bingo, and I couldn't outmaneuver it. So, well played to the bot. Yeah, tough loss, but I don't feel too badly about it. No major mistakes or clear moments where I was like, dang it, I made this huge error. So, yeah, it was an interesting game, fun game. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And, yeah, I think that's about it here. Not much else to really discuss. And, of course, as always, if you have any questions or feedback, feel free to leave it in the comment section. I appreciate the support and all of the comments as always, and I will see you all soon for game number 35. So yeah, that's it for this one, guys. Thanks as always for watching, and I'll see you soon. Have a good one. Bye-bye. Hey guys, thanks for watching the video. With the holiday season coming up, I wanted to remind you that I do offer Scrabble lessons, and they can make a really fun gift if you have a family member or friend who loves Scrabble and might be interested in learning about tournaments, or just having a fun experience while getting a few tips on taking their game to the next level. If you might be interested, then click the image right here, which will take you to the lessons page of my website, which also has some additional information and reviews from past players who I've given lessons. If you might be interested or have any further questions, feel free to contact me on my website or on my email, both of which I'll post in the description below. Thanks for watching, guys.